famous for his boundless enthusiasm and shouts of, "You can do it!" All while praising the virtues of healthy and positive living. Our next guest has sold over $3 billion worth of products worldwide. However, despite his success, his life has been shaped by some serious events.
Yeah, this man has survived a physically abusive marriage, being drugged and kidnapped, and the suicide of his father.
Sounds
but
like
it
a
never
soap
stopped
opera.
him, right?
Yeah.
Tune in. Never stopped him from staying positive and following his dreams. Welcome, Tony Little, to the show. So
Welcome,
excited to have
Tony.
you in pink.
I can add so much more to that list now.
He's like, let me really tell it.
Yeah. Man, you have lived an amazing life.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate, but the most fortunate thing is I believe in myself. So when you believe in yourself, everything's possible, right?
Yeah. How did you get your start in television?
How did I get my start in television? Actually, my first show, I did my own fitness show for years. I went down and I had a bad car accident, and so I've been out of work for 2 years. And I saw Jane Fonda on television. And I said, she must have a personal trainer. All right? All right? So I go down to, I think it was Westinghouse Cable Companies at the time, and I said, I want to do my own fitness show. And they go, like, who are you? And I go, I used to be a Mr. Florida. And they go, well, you don't look like it now. Right? And anyway, they said, well, you'd have to buy the shows. So I bought 15 shows. I didn't have a job. I signed the contract, didn't have any money. Went home, said, now how I made a commitment, how am I going to do it? Never did television before. And I created a cleaning service on paper called TNT Cleaning Services. And it specialized in health spas, wet areas. And then I went out and I sold 65 grand in contracts that day. Hired all my buddies for $10 an hour.
Yes, you did.
But I mean, you don't just have TV. I mean, we were talking before the interview. You have a whole brand, and you.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you do that?
Yeah, my brother says I'm a living oxymoron. He says, I get you all psyched up and I get you into fitness, and then you sit down and you eat my bison.
Yes.
And then when you, then I put you to bed with my pillows lined with your sleep, micropedic. And then when you wake up, you wear my footwear.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
Tell us about
It's
the footwear.
lifestyle,
Yeah,
right?
you got good footwear,
Life,
right?
love, shopping. That's what it's all about.
Yes, it
We're gonna have you
is.
do our intro.
Yes,
Just
we
liven it
can
up
do
a little bit.
Yeah. So tell us about the shoes.
Our footwear, I actually own a whole lot of patents, if you can believe
Really?
it, in footwear areas. I have very successful selling a line of sandals and shoes called Cheeks.
Cheeks.
Originally started out with the concept of buttocks.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was a cute name. The only people in the other countries that get it wrong are the Germans. They always go,
Yeah.
no.
No.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that doesn't translate so well in other languages.
So I
Yeah.
have to change with that. But the footwear has grown and grown and grown to just gigantic proportions. We sell almost 1 million pairs a year, and just through one outlet through television with HSN.
That's awesome.
Tell me about your first experience on HSN.
My first experience. That would have been, a lot of people don't know this, I'm the first on-air celebrity of any shopping channel in the world.
Wow.
And I wasn't a celebrity. It was the owner of the First Home Shopping, which was Bud Paxson, who started Pax TV and stuff, came to me one day and he said, on Thanksgiving of '86, he says, I want you to go on air and act like a celebrity. And I'm like, what? And he says, I want to see if a co-host or a celebrity with a host works. I went on, we locked up the lines. In fact, we got fined by General Telephone for too much line activity.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And they created, after that, an automated thing called Tootie.
Yeah.
Which, they always did this horn and said, you have to go to Tootie now because we can't handle your calls.
Overload.
Yeah. So, and I started, but my first time I was very nervous, but I used my hyperness and my energy.
You're not hyper. Not even a little bit.
Can I tell you? Anybody that really knows me will say they just don't understand because I look like a manic depressant most of the day, right? And then when all of a sudden television comes on, I go, what was that you said?
The lights go on.
Let's go on.
I want to get back to Cheeks, okay? Because other than wearing your shoes, we talk about this on the show all the time. What can women do that will quickly get our butts up?
Listen,
That's what at least mine.
I think some people in the industry made a problem with that by footwear that kind of did those things.
Yes.
And then said you didn't have to use a gym. You got to exercise no matter what you do.
Okay.
But the biggest thing I think that's happening in women's as well as men's footwear is functional footwear. Footwear that really gives you something back. Comfort with fashion is very, very big.
I agree.
I don't know if I can show.
Sure,
Yeah, let's see 'em.
Show us what you got.
This is a patented sandal, believe it or not,
those?
that I've sold over 1 million pairs of. It's a one-piece design, so it's indestructible.
And they've got bling bling too.
yeah,
Yes.
Ain't
that's
nothing
right. They're
wrong with
bling
that.
sandals, but the biggest key I can tell you, it keeps you from getting flip-flop-itis.
Flip-flop-itis. Perfect.
Which I just say, man.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, see this right here, though?
Yeah.
You have arch support,
Perfect.
which you don't have in any sandals. Even if you spend $200 on a sandal, it's still flat, which means you're stretching out
Right.
the tendon about a foot. So you have arch support, full gel reducing the impact, toe bar so that you grab. And do you notice that your foot sits inside the sandal, not
Yeah.
on top?
Awesome.
Tony,
Love
So
that.
it's a foot hugger. And
Love
it's
the man in
Love your
pink.
cheeks.
So
Yeah.
excited
Yes.
that we have
and
you
they're
here
super
today.
lightweight.
Woo!
Well, I think that means it's time to go. You don't need,
'Cause he's
you
showing
need,
things?
you
Yes.
need more information. You can head to our website, lifeloveshopping.com.
Sold.